Hey Karina, I'll do this real quick. I'm awkward as shit on video, so let's see if we can do this. Let me turn the camera over here real quick. Do a real couple quick things. So a couple things I saw in the squat was you were taking your air and then squeezing your butt under. Well, now I mean I'm exaggerated it, but you know, if I take my air in, I'm overextended here, right? And then I'm trying to push that under. Well, now my core doesn't know what to do, right? You've extended it, and then you're trying to kind of contract again, so it gets a little slack. So my suggestion would be to, you know, when you get under the bar, and I preferably do this, you know, before I get under the bar, is I'll set my hips, and I'll exhale, and put my ribs down nice and flat, right? And this creates a just natural, this nice natural curve in the low back, right? My pelvis is tucked under. It's in line with my midfoot, my shoulder, my knee, my ear. Everything's in line, right? So I'm under the bar. I'm gonna take a deep breath in. I like to do it through my nose. So tongue to the roof of the mouth. Right? Now I'm rigid, right? My glutes are engaged because we've already set them before. So now I can get under it, okay? Pop it out, walk it out, okay? So still rigid. From here, I can just do a short fine-tuning exhale. Keep the glutes engaged. I've already got some air in there, so you can pack it in a little bit more through your nose, or you can, you know, breathe through the mouth just ever so slightly. Put the tongue to the roof of the mouth to lock it down, like Ben says, and then you know you're set. And then here, so we don't want to push back, right? And then we fold. Look where my bar is. Look where my bar is now. Here's my midfoot, right? Right here. That's my midfoot. Look where my bar is. It's way over, right? So that whole hip hinge drill I posted, we want to be, even in the squat, it's just that's it. I'm just putting pressure on the big toe, the little toe, and the heel. I want that midfoot to be my balance point. So whenever I do anything, it's through that midfoot. I know that squat shoes kind of throw things off, so still, big toe, little toe, heel, all balance points, okay? So, right, that's it. Now watch this. Here's another thing, right? Right, glutes, ribs down, lock it in. See what I'm doing here? I'm hip releasing or hip hinging into that squat, right? You can see it from the front. I know we're all black, so it's kind of weird, but you can see here's that second toe, and here's my knee. They're tracking, and they're tracking right over that second toe. So, right? All I'm focusing on is creating a sling with my glutes, right? So use this as like some muscle, right? Use my sweatpants, all right? So if I'm just gonna shove them back, look, slack, right? Right, so now I've engaged them. Keep engaging them, right? Keep engaging them. That keeps that pit position, this natural position, right? Right, like someone's trying to pull you away and you're trying to fight them, right? So like the band, when I did that band drill, when it's pulling you away, you're fighting it with your glutes. So if you have to use a band to kind of, you know, take a band and hook it to something straight behind you and sit. Now look where my knee position is, and I'm balanced on my midfoot, okay? So everything is tight, and then from there, I just sit, and I keep these glutes engaged, because you're gonna fight, you're gonna wanna do this, right? You're gonna have to keep them engaged until you can do it subconsciously. So if I have a kettlebell, right, I'm in my squat position, right, my glutes are engaged, and I can just, right, so now if I'm low bar, I'll lean over a little bit more, right? And then it's all about pushing straight up through the midfoot. So the things I want you to think about are your bracing. So try bracing either before you get under the bar, or you know, taking that breath in before, or taking the breath in after your glutes are set, right? So if my, you know, think of this as like my spine, right? So, right, if my butt is sticking back, right, this joint, right, still get a little, I mean, still getting it, this is a terrible model, but you get what I'm saying, right? So if I'm back here and I'm taking my air in as I'm trying to put under, you're confusing it. You're taking two muscles that, or two sets of groups of muscle, the core and the glutes, that control our hip extension, right? You know, if you, here's my shirt, right? Right, so if my shirt is connected down here and connected up here, and I want to create hip extension, right? My hips are coming through. Look, it shortens, right? Kind of goes slack, so to speak, but actually it goes into you know, contraction, right? So if I'm out here and I'm going, look what happens. I got this, like, the core doesn't know what to do. It's just in slack. So what's going to do, when you do a hip release, it's going to go right back to where you were. So the idea is that we want to squeeze the glutes, right? Right, here's my ribs, elevated ribs, right? Slight arch, okay? Glutes engaged. See, it does it for us, right? Right? I got a nice natural curve in my back. Like that. Now, I'm tight. So, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, from there, like, we want this as a sling, right? Think of it like a squat suit that's like tight, 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 tight. My glutes are engaged. And look where and like I said, look where my knees are tracking when my glutes are engaged, right? So here, if I just, you can see that they're not tracking very well. This one especially, it's going over that middle foot. You know, we want it out, second toe, roughly. So if my, now look at it, right? Both knees are tracking very nicely. My glutes are engaged. I don't have to do knees out, right? I don't have to do it because my glutes are controlling it for me, which they should be doing anyway. When we see things go like this, when the knee tracks forward, like case in point would be Marissa Inda. She drives her knees forward, but then she has nowhere to go, and then she hits a wall. I'm stuck unless I, you know, do something to figure it out. So that's what I'm saying. When we shove our hips back, I'm creating an impingement right here, right? And then I have to push my knees forward to do it, and that's doesn't make any sense. If they work in tandem, then they're more efficient. So, a couple drills would be like take a pipe or something straight, and just practice on, you know, keeping the glutes engaged. Glutes engaged. Pushing up through that midfoot. That's it. That one. Obviously practicing that hip hinge drill with the band that I did on the Technique Tuesday. And also the goblet. I mean, it's just so super easy just to practice your movement. So find, you know, wear your squat shoes like you would normally squat in, and try to, you know, keep that angle like it can be done. You know, if you have to take a video from the side and find out where your bar position is, right? So here's low bar for me. So when if I'm controlling my glutes, because right here we can do it, it's down towards the bottom where things get a little dicey. So here's my angle. Let's change it. And then I can push up. So there's a couple little things that you can practice right there. All right, if you have any questions, send me videos. All right, cool. Have fun.